Hey everybody, this is Kirsty with the Sign Syndicate. Most of you know me as K-Girl. I don't know if I want to go with K-Girl anymore. I'm thinking more like K-licious, right? That's me, K-licious. Sounds kind of fun, huh? I think that's me. Anyway, you guys, I'm so sorry. It's been a while since our last video, and you all know how it gets. You've got your kids, you've got work, you've got school, your spouses, maybe moving. So it's been a little crazy this last year, but I am back. So hopefully I've been missed. Anyway, I've missed all of you. And you know what? I am here to give you your April 2013 video update. So let's get started. Let me know how I'm doing because it's been a while since I've been in front of the camera. I'm a little nervous. All right, guys, this is something that's happening in Texas right now. Okay, it's going to explode and it's probably going to spill into every avenue of the sign industry. What is happening is that this is about non-licensed franchise sign shops. Give or take 1,500 total. Kind of working on that number right now. These are people who are subcontracting their electrical signs that they're selling to their clients to be installed by licensed electrical sign contractors. The no-no. Can't do it. California, Arizona, and Texas, and a few other states, this is completely illegal. If you're going to subcontract, you need to be a licensed contractor. What does that mean? That means you have to be someone who has fulfilled all the requirements by the state contractors licensing board. That can take some time, but it has to be done in order for it to be right. Some people, fast signs, don't want to call anybody out, who used to subcontract their installs are feeling a little bit of a pinch. They see things a little bit differently. They think that they basically they have the right to subcontract their installs to a licensed sign shop. You can't do it. It's illegal. Shame on you. If a non-licensed sign shop subcontracts the job to a licensed sign shop, that consumer already loses out on any legal rights and remedies. So if something should go wrong, that consumer is completely asked out and unprotected. So everybody, let's let's make sure that our consumers are protected. And as this moves along and regulations get reversed, this is going to get interesting. So keep tabs, everybody. Moving along to Vegas. Ah, love it. I love Vegas. So Vegas ISA. Eric and I, when we first got there, we got into a cab, and of course, like many of us do. Well, our cab driver took us on this back road, and well, not the back road, but it took us on the highway, and apparently you're supposed to take the main strip. Well, we had to go through this checkpoint, and of course, we get pulled over. The cop chews her out. Pretty much, she got in trouble for taking us on this route, and it was supposed to be like an easier and cheaper route. She was out for the money. So moving along, that's how we got started. Went through a checkpoint. Let's see, got to the hotel, and we stayed at the Luxor, and it was kind of a little gross, a little run down, but that's okay. Our room was kind of a walk. Not all of us got a nice suite. Dave from France. Okay, moving along. I'm not bitter or anything. It was so good to see you. Anyway, we spent probably about one day at the expo. The next day, probably about 4 hours, give or take. Again, we kind of made this more of a vacation than work, but it was interesting to see out of the entire expo, there was a spot that was just left blank. So somebody was supposed to be there. They either missed their plane, who knows what happened. But walking the show, it was so good to see a lot of our friends. We got to see Mike from FMS and Miss Mary from EGL, and of course my love bugs up from Kansas, Xlart, Matt and Greg. And let's see, my big tall friend from Elliott Crane. By the way, my kids love the hats. Thank you. That was a big hit when I came home. They thought I purchased them. Thank you. Anyway, let's talk about the meet and greet. So that was at the Luxor. And I always, you know, during our little meet and greets, I always get cozied up with my pally pal, Gary Nutting. And then of course, Mr. Trouble, Kevin from Ushio. Yeah, you're dangerous. You're a bad boy. Yeah, you are. And I got to meet some new friends. And even though this meet and greet was not as crazy as our last one in Orlando, this was a little bit more personal. I got to meet Chris from Federal Heath. You are just a little nugget, and I am so excited, and hopefully I'll get to see more of you. And then there is Tony from Houston, and then Dave from San Antonio. And my goodness, I have got to tell you, actually I will send you some new wine that I've tried. A little bit different than what I told you about my little cupcakes. Okay, so let's see. And then there was Tim and your wife. It was very nice to meet the both of you. It was very nice chatting with you, and I hope all goes well with your daughter. So let's see, what else happened? Got to sit out by the pool. Always a good time drinking and watching people roll by, see the trouble that everyone gets into. So it was a lot of fun. So I hope all of you had a good time in Vegas. Hopefully you guys got to see some shows, maybe go shopping. I know I went shopping. Holy shit, did I shop this time. Yeah, I got a new suitcase and I brought more stuff back. So I know that wasn't the plan. But I did have, after the meet and greet was over, went and had dinner with my friends from Xlart, and that was fun. And I have a little bit of a clip to show you with my dear friend Greg. Can't wait to see you guys. And again, I can't wait to see you guys in Orlando. So hopefully all of you will make it out there. And then of course, we will have another meet and greet then. Okay, so let's move along. All right, everyone, moving along. Just a little quick announcement. This is, let's see, it's been a month, maybe a month or so ago, we started shipping Channel Bond via FedEx. So for those of you who are not familiar with Channel Bond, this is a one-part instead of a two-part system. And basically, this is where you can use polycarbonate to polycarbonate or acrylic to polycarbonate. Did you all get that? Shit, I'm glad you guys did, because I didn't. So that's what we're doing, okay? Okay, so while you all got that, we also have, it's Plasco trim cap to polycarbonate. So this is very hard to obtain, so this is just a little FYI for everybody, okay? All right, so moving along, we are gonna move into the Hall of Shame. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I have to say, one of the best parts of doing this video is when we receive some submissions from our members, and that's when we kind of toss these into our Hall of Shame. So I want to say thank you to all of you who send us these photos, because it's truly hysterical, and it's you have to wonder, what the hell are people doing? So this first picture is that's, you know, was sent in, and it's kind of, you know, what the hell happened to my sign, and trying to figure out what wires go where. Then the other one is Ronald McDonald. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this one and their drive-through sign. And if you look at the picture, there's like a little bystander watching it too. Damn, it's that bad when Ronald McDonald's got to do his own drive-through sign, right? And then we have this next one. So basically, if your service truck is out, by all means, do what you got to do to get the job done. If y'all have a forklift out there for the next photo, yeah, maybe not so smart. Yeah, I don't know about that. So go ahead and take a look at these next two photos. It's just ugly, and yeah, I don't even know what to say. Thank you for you guys for sending these in. It's a lot of fun to look at these and we get a good laugh, and I'm glad to share it with all of you. All right, everybody, before I come to a close, I wanted all of you to take a look at some of the popular topics that we have currently going on in the Sign Syndicate right now. One of them is the National Sign Company Hall of Shame. These are the 10 top national sign companies listed by subcontractors that we think you need to avoid. In contrast, the other one is the National Sign Company Hall of Fame. These are the folks you need to work for. You all, I have a new dog that came with my house, and he is freaking out right now. So, I need to say goodnight to everybody. It was good to see everyone in Vegas. I can't wait to see you guys in Orlando. There's a couple of you that I will see within this next year. So, good night, everyone. Benji is calling me. Yes, that is my puppy's name, Benji. He's my new baby and Eric's new pain in the ass. All right, everyone. Hugs and kisses. I love you all. Thank you for being with the Sign Syndicate. Good night.
I know I've been telling you not now, but baby, come and give it to me. Cause I could tell by the way that you move that you're the one who could give it to me. Yeah, so come on, let's move through the crowd so we can find ourselves some privacy. And when I get you all to myself, I promise it's gonna be hard to breathe when you watch me.